friends, welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet, and I am Amber, and I just want to say good Friday morning. So, I have decided to take a page from some good friends of mine on the YouTube street. They would say that I inspire them. Well, you guys have inspired me, and yes, I'm talking to you, Mana, and yes, I am talking to you, Michelle. From Yes Michelle Crochets. And Banamana is Marianne from Mama Wench. Anyway, I decided, oh my goodness, I was watching Mama Wench's videos. I've been watching them, and I've been watching Michelle's, and I really enjoy the way they've got their set up, like a vlog, sorry. Oh, okay. I'm like, what is that noise that I'm hearing? It's my cat's, feeder. We have an automatic feeder. Anyway, I thought, why not give it a try? Cause then it gives me a theme, like a bouncing board, not diving board, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gives me something to bounce off of. You know, like, I've been struggling with like coming up with ideas for videos, and then I was like, light bulb, Michelle and Mama Wench, they've got it going on, you know, like, and they just provide updates every day. Now, I don't know how much of an update I'll be able to provide every day, because I mean, I do get quite a bit done crocheting wise sometimes. I keep seeing notifications come on my phone, so well, let's just start out with this. I don't have normal power hooked up to my house, so I was going to make myself some coffee this morning, but I needed to eat breakfast first. And then I was like, I don't know if I should run the coffee maker on the power that we have. So I have these refrigerated coffees, and so that's my coffee this morning. So it's not going to be hot coffee, and there's no AC in my house right here where I'm at. Well, the whole house doesn't have AC, so it's my husband got up early this morning and came over and got generators fueled up and went through the house and opened up windows upstairs so it could, you know, cool down and get some of the musty air out of it from overnight. And so, yeah, I don't have AC. Well, I do have AC, just not in my house. So I'm gonna drink my coffee cold this morning. But hey, I got my coffee. It's very important to me too. So yes, vlog style. The one thing I didn't take from Mama Wench was the script. I am fly by the seat of my pants kind of girl. So I thought I would just provide updates. It is August. Oh, hey, I'm still going off. There we go. I thought I turned my alarm off, but apparently not. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'll have to go back and watch this. Today is August 2nd. So we are starting Vlogust shenanigans, as Marianne calls it. So, and I apologize. I really need to go and find these names of these channels. I will link them in my description box for this video, so that way you guys can go and check it out too. But the two ladies that run the Hooker versus Hooker, Lala and Jan, I know those names, but their channel names, I butcher them every time. So I will just link them down below. They, like I said, they run Hooker versus Hooker. I couldn't get it out. So Jan just decided to come up with this idea of, sorry, my cat was meowing at me, of a challenge for people out there. If they were willing to participate, they would provide a pattern for the participants to crochet a blanket for blogging. I have apparently not had enough coffee either this morning, Mama Wench. I cannot talk today. For Boggy Creek, because the goal is to try to get to 2,025 blankets for next year, like to deliver in the spring, late winter of next year. So in 2025, I think February, March, somewhere in there, they want to deliver these blankets. So, oopsies, I took it upon myself because I was like, ooh, that's a really pretty pattern that they picked out. And I was like, I'm up for a challenge. Why not? Why not put another thing on my plate? So, hopefully I'm not running too much on that generator. It just, my lights just flickered. So, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and make this quick. I will tell you the story of the power in just a minute, but this is the blanket pattern. Mine is not going to look like that. It's going to look like this, but different colors, obviously. It's called the Cat's Meow Blanket. Crochet pattern by Christine Nagel. N-A-U-G-L-E is her last name. I don't want to say that again because I've already butchered it once, I'm sure. So, story time real quick. Wednesday evening around dinner time, right before dinner actually, my husband shows up from home and like he's like, you don't want to get your car out? I'm like, well, he's like, not what, have you looked out at the weather yet? And I was like, oh yeah, it looks pretty nasty over there. So off to the west, it was dark and it was getting darker and darker. I mean, it looked stormy. Like just a normal, like that darkish blue-gray color off in the distance. It wasn't like dark, but it was getting dark. And you could see, you know, storms rolling in. Well, I mean, you couldn't see there's these pictures going across Facebook where it shows like this like shelf cloud looking thing. And you couldn't see that, at least from my vantage point where we're at. Before he had gotten home, I was like, I can't remember what caused me to do it. Oh, I saw strong winds or something in a notification. So I was like, all right, kids, let's get things bunkered down. Let's, you know, hunker down, whatever. Let's go around outside, pick up things that could fly away, you know, could get blown away. Because, I don't know what kind of winds we were expecting. And then at one point, sirens are going off. And I'm like, well, that's not good. We ended up being in a tornado warning that evening, severe thunderstorm warning that evening, like all of it. And we had very severe winds blow through our area, and I think they recorded 100-mile-an-hour winds come through our area, and we had a lot of tree damage done. Now, none of the power lines around our house are down, but there's a place just down the road, like not very far down the road, where this thing tripped. It's like a breaker kind of thing. I don't know the technical name for it, but it's like a thing that if it's not connected, there's no power. And so with that disconnect, it's like, you know, it's popped open. Somewhere on the line, it's a small circuit that we're on. We're like 20 or 30 homes. We're like the low man on the totem pole for them to fix. Because of the amount of homes that are on ours. Like they get all the bigger stuff and then they work their way down and eventually they'll get to us. And so yesterday, Thursday, August 1st, my husband got a voicemail from OPPD, which is our electrical around here. Left him a message saying that it could be up to 8 days. We're on day 2. So I have upwards of 6 more days, hopefully less. So like I said, we are running on minimal power right now because we've got a generator hooked up to the house to run just fans and a little bit of lights, and refrigerators, mainly the refrigerator just to keep the food that's in there, you know, cold. So we're running minimal as much as we can. And we actually, thank the Lord, have a camper, parked next to our house, which it's our camper, but we park it. We have enough property that we can park it on our property and it not violate city code. Because there's this really dumb code that it can't stick so many feet past your like there's an ease or something out front of your house, or it has to be on like concrete. It can't be on grass and gravel. It's weird. And it's really dumb. Our last house, someone actually called on us twice because of it. Like, seriously? None of our neighbors, we knew it wasn't none of our neighbors, but it was somebody driving around being a Karen and calling the mayor's hotline and reporting us. Just because they could. Anyway, we don't live there anymore. We live here in this house, obviously, and now we can do whatever we want because, well, we can do what we want with our camper because we have enough property that whatever. But my husband, being the amazing electrician that he is, has set it up in a way that he can plug the camper in and put electricity to it. However, being on the power situation that we're on right now, he has it hooked up to a generator instead because we're not going to draw from the house like we normally do when it's hooked up to the normal city power. So he's got a generator hooked up to it, allowing us to have AC to sleep in. Granted, we may not hang out in the camper all day because, oh my gosh, four of us, me and 3 kids in that tiny little camper compared to this house. And there's nothing to do in that camper. Like, we take minimal stuff camping. So, and I don't know how I went from the cat's meow to the I guess I just wanted to tell you, because the light flickered while I was talking about it. Maybe that's what it was. I squirrel, okay? So, vlog number 1, getting off to a great start. So some updates, I guess. Let me finish with the cat's meow blanket and then I'll move on to this one. Oopsies. No, dang it. My hook, I was picking this up, it snagged a blanket, a yarn. So now I gotta figure out how to fix this snag, because it just pulled a strand of the yarn out from the blanket. So now it's like, it's got a straggler on a blanket that I finished. So I don't know how to fix it. I'm just gonna have to like stretch it and try and twirl it and fix it, and naughty hooker. But I had to pull this off of the top of the blanket so I could show it to you, and this was on top of it, and like when I was grabbing them, I snagged a project that's sitting in front of the box that the cat's meow is in. Oh my goodness gracious. It's not one thing, it's something else, right? Ugh, and I need to get a different box because I keep picking this box up, and you can see this is where I pick it up from here and then right here. Like the other 2 sides, are still stiff, and then, yeah, I got a sticker on there, are still stiff. So I always pick it up from the same side, it seems like. But I reused a box that I got. Oh, this is Juan's mystery box that I got. I'm reusing Juan's mystery box that he sent my stuff in, or my mystery yarn in, for my project. So I did a video. It'll probably come out before or after this one. I'm not sure. I still haven't done my stuff to it yet and uploaded it to YouTube, so it's still out there on my phone and my Google Photos, so I still got to do my thing with it. So I haven't really gotten any further on this. I think I'm on row 11 now, maybe, because I told a friend of mine, I told Marianne I was going to go to row 10 and put it down for the day. I did row 11 and then put it down. So I'm still working away on this. It's all connected to my, what I call bobbins, my cakes of yarn inside the box. So I'm gonna put this back down over here, and then I'll pick up this blanket real quick to show you what happened to it and that it's done. See that right there? The hook snagged that strand of yarn. I mean, it'll get washed and fixed, but it's like, now it's pulled out of there, so I don't know how to fix it where it won't get snagged again. Because this is supposed to go to, this is the peephole chevron in the rainbow color that I made, and I got the fringe on there. Y'all, I made them all essentially the same size, but I left the tails the length that they were. And you know, I think it looks really stinking cute. That fringe on there. Like, it just, and the length of it. And I'm hoping that because these have to be a certain width, I probably screwed up and shouldn't have put the fringe on it. But I'm going to send it off, and I know that even if they can't use it for a kid, that they have staffing, that they will throw these in the staff's cabins, I guess, if for some reason they don't work for the kids. My goal is not to make a whole bunch of staff blankets, but, you know, at least I'm doing, you know, you know, the thought's there, right? I'm hoping that some awesome kid will get this blanket. A little girl. You know, this is very much a little girl blanket. You know, the rainbows and unicorns. So hopefully we can do that. We can get that to a little girl. Alright, so a segment or portion of my channel, I don't know the words that I want to say. I was thinking about doing a dishcloth a week. But I'm also participating in a collaboration with Marianne from Mama Wench's channel. And, sorry, I have a fiber. I can't tell if I get it or not. We're doing a Finish It Fridays, which is today. Hopefully I'll have this video uploaded and on the YouTube streets in enough time for you guys to watch this, and then join us at 2 p.m. Central for our Finish It Friday live. I have to get my list done before then too, because I have my list done, like, of all the whips that I have currently going, but I have changed my mind on how I'm going to do. I'm going to have two separate lists. I'm going to have one list of all the blankets that I have started and want to finish. And then I am going to have another list of things like a dish, you know, making a dishcloth, making a dishcloth and scrubby, a hot pad, or making a certain amount of them a week to get done over the week until our next Friday vlog, or Finish It Friday. Sorry, not vlog. Finish It Friday. I can't talk today. Unscripted. So that's why I started to talk about wanting to do this as a segment on my channel. So I think I'm going to use, I think this will either be a separate thing from the Finish It Fridays, or it will be included. I haven't quite decided that yet. I have to sit, like I said, I need to sit down and write my lists of what I want to do for my smaller projects, Finish It Friday whips. So I still have to do that. But hey, this is an update video, so I'll update you tomorrow or Monday, depending on if I decide to do this over the weekend or not. So, the next thing I wanted to share is I have been playing with the idea of doing a stitch tutorials for, you know, a few different times. And it has popped up again in my head. And I decided, I want content to record. And also, I love to crochet. So I took... This is my tester yarn. I was like, why not use my Clarence Yarn Bee Second Chance yarn. Let's see, where to go. Second Chance yarn. Helps if you could read it the right way, not upside down. That I got, and I was like, you know, I'll use this to play with stitches and see, you know, what they look like before I decide to use good yarn, or not good yarn, but like a permanent yarn. Or, you know, like a yarn that I want to, if I cut it to color control it, I'm not going to care. But like with this, I can, you know, this is like my prototype yarn. And Juan, the yarn addict, is the one that gave me the idea to use this color because it works well with stitch definition and stuff. So it helps you to see if it's going to work out right or not. So I do still have it like coming out of the ball here a whole bunch. Because like I said, I use this to work a stitch or something, and then I frog it out. So I have this little bit that's still frogged out because I have something attached that I want to show you. So like I said, I'm going to just kind of go through these books and just kind of go, boop. Let's try, you know, that stitch out. Let's try that, you know, let's try this stitch out. So last night I took these 2 books out to my camper with me and this little basket with this yarn here. I'm making my square for Marianne, or my swatch of half double, the knotted half double crochet. I'll show you that here in a second. So I took this out to the camper with my to-go, look, my little crochet pouch, gotta have that, right? It's on the go pouch. And then I took my 2 books out, this one and the other one I just showed you. This one is called 500 Crochet Stitches, the Ultimate Crochet Stitch Bible. I'm sure there's many Bibles out there for crochet stitches, but this is one of them that I picked out. So I opened up the book. I started working 1 stitch, and I can't remember why I stopped doing it. I think it was like not working out or something. I don't know. Oh, I know what it was. It had a loopy-loop thing situation going on in it, and I was just like, it's late enough in the day. My head's still kind of reeling from Wednesday night, and I was just tired and exhausted, and I didn't have the brain power to figure that stitch out. So I flipped to another page and found another stitch. So I actually played with a stitch last night, and I made a big enough swatch that, yes, it's still attached. I'm actually gonna finish this off, fasten it off, and tie my ends so I can show this on a stitch tutorial of this stitch, because this one works up pretty quickly. I think I did, how many rows is this? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wanted to go to 10, but I felt like ending it on this row kind of framed it off a little better, and just it looked square. So I should be able to, yeah, that's a nice square to do my stitch tutorial for. So I will be doing a tutorial of that at some point today and getting it out on the YouTube streets at some point. I don't know when. Like I said, my computer's not plugged in at the moment, so I will have to go in and downstairs and plug that in while turning other things off. My kids are in for a rough day today because I don't know how much of the TV I'm going to let them run today, because we're on a smaller generator, because my husband's put a smaller generator on the house just to run the refrigerators and a couple fans. So we have windows open. It is a little muggy in this house, but we're gonna make it work. I'm trying to think. I know I have some other whips that I could update you with, but you know what? We're just gonna keep those as updates as they come up in like the Finish It Fridays. What else can I update you on? So Finish It Fridays, 2 p.m. Central today. And if you're not aware, and I don't, like I said, I don't really push this because it's not necessarily, I'm not sitting here begging for money or anything like that, but I do have some available options for people to help the channel out if they want to, until I get monetized, because, oh, where's my iPad at? It's not nearby. I will have to, I forgot to look at my stats, my analytics, but my watch hours are still over 1,000 hours away from the first level of monetization, which is 3,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. So I got part of it. We're working our way up to the rest of it slowly but surely, and that's fine. But for now, I do have options for you guys if you do choose to support the channel in a monetary way. I have a Ko-fi link, kofi.com, ko-fi.com. It's pronounced like coffee, but it's spelled K-O-F-I, ko-fi.com. And then it has my, my link. My link for this is on my About page, on my channel page, my About tab on my channel page, and then also, I think, if I remember right, I have everything linked in my description boxes of my videos, just to help, to be there easier if you don't want to go back to the channel page, the main page. And then there's also an Amazon wish list for all the different books that I keep finding that Kim from Fortunate Creations keeps enabling me to want to buy. And then, let's see, I do have a P.O. box listed on my About tab. I have not included it in my description box yet, but I have seen a couple people do it, and I keep forgetting to do it for myself, because I'm like, ooh, that's a great idea. It's another spot for someone to see it, because some people read the description boxes and some people don't. And, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It's one of those things. Let's see. I don't think I have anything else to update you on. This is why Marianne... Oh, there's a bruise on my knee. Ouch. This is why Marianne writes a script, so she knows what to cover. And I meant to do that before I got on here, but I was already pushing it for time with my kids getting up. They're asleep in the camper, or maybe not. They may be awake in the camper, but I snuck inside. I came into the house, since I knew I would have, I could leave my door open, my windows open in my bedroom, so if you hear any weird noises, outside noises, that's because I have a window open. But before too long, all my windows are going to get shut because it's supposed to be 90, I think I read 94 or 96 today. Ugh, it's going to be hot. We will probably be hanging out in the camper today because we can get AC, or I don't know. Oh wait, I can't. Never mind. I was going to take the kids to the pool. Now I have an excuse not to. I know, that's so horrible. I'm such a horrible mom. I was like, I could take them to a pool today, but I don't want to. I didn't want to today. I mean, I will, but I just didn't want to today. Unless I'm going there with somebody, it's just, I just don't like going unless I have another adult that I know there. And my other adult that I normally went to pools with doesn't live near me anymore, so it's a little harder to go to the pool with her. I know, it sounds like I'm such a horrible mom. Oh, so anyway, I think, let's see, 20, ooh, we almost made it to 30 minutes. I was just about to say, I think I might call this video a video and get it uploaded as quickly as I possibly can with technology. You know how that works sometimes. I don't, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything else I need to update you guys on. I don't want to like talk about everything right now because I'd be here for hours. Yeah, no, I think that's it. So I think I will just leave it here, and we'll see you on this afternoon at 2 p.m. Central, if I get this out on time. Alright, y'all. Have a great rest of your day, and don't forget to go out and be kind and be positive and go out and create something beautiful. It puts a smile on people's faces, and I'm sure it will put a smile on yours. All right, friends, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.